Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. I have another Lexus vehicle in my shop. This one also drives and feels beautifully like the one I filmed for you, I think 2 weeks ago, because that was such an excellent condition we were able to call it cream puff. This one is 2004 Lexus ES330. Again, full leather interior mixed with the wood. It really drives like a new vehicle. Transmission, everything works. The engine, transmission shifts perfectly. It's super smooth. It almost feels like you have air suspension. Any patches in the road, you don't really feel it. I think this is really a hidden small luxury vehicle. This Lexus is from these years. There's unfortunately some aftermarket rims, which even the owners are regretting, but they bought it used and it was apparently installed by the previous owners. And I have a little deja vu because the previous cream puff, which was always stored in the Sacramento area, it was owned by the older person and it was always in garage, so out of the sun. The vehicle was perfectly maintained by the Toyota dealer, but the one item was neglected. I'm not sure if I mention it, but I have deja vu because I found today exactly the same thing. These are new customers, so when they brought it this morning, I said, hey, I will go for your very detailed inspection. Please also don't forget to tell me where is the tool for these aftermarket lug nuts. So it was in the trunk, they provided that. And I said, hey, I just 2 weeks ago worked on the same exact vehicle, which a little bit less miles. It was perfectly maintained, but there was one item. And the item wasn't underneath the hood. We have that 3M ZFV 3.3 liter V6 with a timing belt. These owners proudly told me that the timing belt was done recently and it's all good. They still agreed on that detailed inspection. The item is elsewhere. And maybe you know where I'm heading. Oh, there are the remnants of the stuff which was just falling apart everywhere. So, to get to the cabin air filter, this is that old-fashioned style glove box, so it takes a little bit of work. You have to first undo that lowering shock, which is the Phillips screwdriver, and then you have to also fiddle with these parts which are holding the glove box there. So I guess it requires a little bit more work than usual. And this made me thinking, in both cases the vehicles are serviced, but I guess not with the right people. Look, it has a brand new brakes. There's not even dust and wear on it. They are basically brand new, they just got it. I'm not sure when they knew they are coming here, but doesn't matter. My point and realization is this. Unless you go to the specialist, stuff which takes effort will be not done for you in the name of I don't know what. I don't know why services will think that the air which people are breathing in the cabin is absolutely unimportant, and it's better to focus on something else. I'm afraid the reason is they're lazy. Maybe some of them, in the case of aftermarket people, this was not serviced by the dealer. The sticker for timing belt is not Toyota part, as all of you recognize. That's just aftermarket sticker, either O'Reilly or Napa kit which you buy there. I think in this case it may be lack of knowledge, because these people have no even clue that the cabin air filter exists in this design of the vehicle. In the cream puff, which I filmed 2 weeks ago, that was going and serviced fully at the dealer. And the dealer should be trained the same way like I was. I was a grease monkey at the dealer, and they just beat it into us. We don't care what the vehicle will come for. You will always go and check cabin air filter, and you will check engine air filter. Obviously, if you have time, then you should check everything. The condition of the brake fluid, condition of the power steering fluid, the same like the previous. You see how bad it is? It's super bad. But I don't know what it is, if it's a laziness, lack of knowledge, or it's not enough money for the shop. I don't know. What do you think about this? This is absolutely insane. The cream puff didn't have this mice nest. It had just completely plugged cabin air filter underneath it. So let's take it apart and see what's up with this. I make sure that I change these cabin air filters often. This is the acceptable wear. Let's say, just wanna show to someone who never saw this. So this is already replaced because it caught a lot of dust and dirt, and we are also in the Humboldt County where there can be a lot of mold in it because it's very wet here. But look at that. This is absolutely stunning to me. And that's another cabin air filter right there. And if you call this vehicle maintained for the owners, I greatly disagree. Now, the nest could have been made within a week or two. It's not true in this case, but whatever. Right? So we can get rid of it. I will put it on the side. I can see how it's, oh yeah. So this one is very old. But let's say, the techs or the people maintaining this vehicle came from state of Washington. It's not even California. It's visitors, and they knew about me, so they want to get fully serviced here. So if you look at it, guys, this is again the one from Sacramento, the cream puff, was, in my guesstimate, it was like 10 years not changed. Nobody looked at it, nobody replaced it. These guys, I never saw that fine plug. It's all like plug in those ribs. Again, we can put it next to each other so you can compare it. So these are the areas, but I cannot even get into them. This is a fine. This might be, guys, I don't know, is it 20 years, this one? What is happening with that? Completely different story. This is done, obviously. I don't know how these people were using their air conditioner, how they got any air in the cabin in these conditions. I have no idea, because the blower sits right underneath it and it's blowing the air through it, right? It's being collected or pulled into it. It comes from the top, and then it's supposed to continue underneath it. Underneath it, it looks how it was supposed to look. I guess we can turn it finally upside down. But this is the reality. it's impenetrable for any airflow. So I don't know how the AC and the whole HVAC was working in the winter. I bet you they were wondering in the winter and when it's raining season, they were wondering why the whole interior is always fogged up and why it doesn't work correctly. The condition of this cabin air filter will actually cause that. So why am I showing it? I'm really having a realization. It's hard to imagine or admit it, but if you want to have your vehicle serviced correctly, thoroughly, reasonably, and you want to be a happy user of it, you probably really have to go and find the specialist in your area where you live. Obviously, not the random shop will take care of your vehicle, and shockingly to me, not even dealer. You will think dealer, and I experienced being trained to do the good job. Of course, it was always rushed. That was my biggest pet peeve with working for the dealer. It was rushed, and there are many other problems, but we were trained always look at the whole car. Even if these people came for a tire change, always go and try quickly check cabin air filter, because many times it's not being looked at. So my realization is either find a specialist in your area or hope that it will be done, or watch the videos on YouTube, and if you are at least a little bit of fan of automotive industry, do it yourself, I guess. I will try to do the close-up of it. Look at it. That's why I was unable to pull it with the glove. I will not touch it right now. But I was not even able to pull this off. This is 10, 15, 20 years. You tell me, what do you think about this? It's absolutely nuts. And just quickly look underneath the hood. I didn't work on this vehicle yet. I didn't scan the computer yet, despite the fact there are not any warning lights. But they may be code and maybe not. So we saw that power steering fluid, that dipstick shows us this is absolute hardcore. I'm not sure why nobody recommended it to them and explained them that it's really important. Look at that flap for the fresh air. That flap supposed to open and close using switch over valve, which uses vacuum and electric, right? So it's a vacuum electric operated valve. Well, its source it's missing. There's supposed to be vacuum line going this way, and it has a curvature. It's the factory. It's more curved like this one. It's not a straight. It's curvature, and it comes here. There is a vacuum here, which is produced by the engine, and it's coming from the airbox. Well, these hoses crack, like you can see right here, and they may slip off, but why is it not fixed immediately? I wonder what's happening with this, and if it's actually blocking the fresh air from coming into the airbox. So these are the details. Most likely there will be no code for it. Therefore, that's why we don't have the check engine light. But again, if you have a specialist, I can see immediately. I opened the hood because I wanted to listen to the engine. I saw it immediately. Oh yeah, the little one is gone. It fell because the pipes, these little vacuum lines, hardened. They are old, and when people are going into the engine air box to check and replace the engine air filter, that's exactly when it will fall off and pops off. I don't know if maybe I will find it down there when I look with the light. So yeah, Get yourself a specialist who knows these cars, works on them all the time. I guess that's the only way to get a almost perfect service. None of us is perfect, neither me. I make mistakes, I get it, but I can catch way more than the other people. I hope you will enjoy this video. Maybe you will find it helpful, maybe entertaining, maybe both. If you do, please give a thumb up, stay tuned, be subscribed, has notification on so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day, my friend.